My heart is cold as ice, so I know I'm shiced. Big Pun was the kid that no one liked. My whole life was one big roll of the dice. Paying a price twice expensive as white kids destined for Rikers, not knowing my existence was priceless. It's like this. My soul was lifeless. I earned stripes fighting the nicest. In the crisis, I slice them in half and make them dash like hyphens. Inviting any rapper to clash with the Titan. My writing's like fighting cause rappers be biting like Tyson. Yeah. This is the first episode of That's a Bar. I am very excited because I kind of like dreamt that I would have this moment in my platform to show the layers of my mind and how I think about lyrics and things of that nature. And here it is. I told myself I was going to do it, and this is what I wanted to do. I know I'm going to be traveling a lot. This show is also a traveling show, but it's going to be really, really dope with some really, really cool guests. This is a show about flows and how you could find the bar in so many beautiful things and so many ugly things too. And no matter what, hip hop was always there for us to take the ugly and make it a jam, take the basement and make it a concert, take the basketball court and make it a festival. That's what I wanted to do with some lines and some verses that I feel be getting slept on, or not even getting slept on, just to remember them. You know what I'm saying? And throughout my life, I was able to come across a lot of great individuals and work with a lot of great people. And so I'm going to be able to, on my podcast, just talk about my experiences. And also, you get a chance to have a conversation with me a little bit more. And I get to talk how I usually talk. When I visit other people's podcasts, like I'm kind of a just a laid back dude. But this one is gonna be dope. This is just gonna be all energy because hip hop means the world to me. And I'm from the South Bronx, New York. So this is the intro. It's a long ass intro, whatever. But we got a lot of great people helping us and working with us. But most importantly, we got God. I have Brina with me. She's going to be working here with Just B and the That's a Bar podcast. She is going to be doing a lot of great work. A lot of her music you hear throughout the stuff. And we're also going to be doing segments and things of that nature so that people can have a little fun too. Pretty cool segments. So out of nowhere, she'll just interrupt me. She'll just go like, boom, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll go into our next segment, which is sort of like the times. It's like what's going down, what's happening in today's world. And we call that Barcelona Times. Love this. This is dope. This is 7 new albums, 7 iconic acts: Nas, DJ Premier, Mobb Deep, Ghostface, Killer, De La Soul, Big L, Raekwon, and the epic return of, man, who could it be? Hip hop. What do you think? I think it's going to be Slick Rick. A Slick Rick album will be so fire and so up the alley. Pause. Now I'm not going to be pausing crazy on this, even though I am a New Yorker. As a New Yorker, this interests me a lot. I mean, just any Nas project is dope, but when you hear that he is also providing his own kind of, not competitive, but his own like circumference around him of swordsmen here, I wonder what the DJ Premier project will be, like what that would entail, and then Mobb Deep. When I look at this, I look at like a hip hop moment that we are going to be talking about for a long time. Because even how they put it out with Ghostface, De La, Big L, Raekwon, they're just not having Ghostface with each other. And then what are the verses we're going to get to hear from Dove, hopefully, rest in peace, on this De La project. And, shouts to my man Maceo. And then Big L, what? Nas is Mass Appeal is, holding down a Big L project. I wonder if Lord Finesse is on that project producing. I wonder if it's all with DJ Premier. Man, I'm here for it. I'm here for those times. Oh, yes. Today is the anniversary. Capital Punishment. I started the show with Hidden Hand, which was on the iconic Fat Joe album. the Don Cartagena. But this project means a lot to all of us, the Bronx, the hip hop, Latinos, just that style of rap. 1998, the world, and it means the world to me. This man, Big Pun, he believed in me enough for me to like, just hang around and be around him. And I learned so much and gained so much respect for the craft of writing and rapping because of him. And this project meant a lot to him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he got everything sewn up. And it's just iconic for this show, for this to be the anniversary of it coming out 27 years. Man, I don't want to get all choked up about it because it does mean a lot to me to see people now gravitating towards his lyrics and who he was. But this project, I like to dive into some of the things of this project later on in the podcast. We're just letting people know what's going on. That project, even how lengthy it was, pause, even how big it was always a project that from the intro of Beware or the skits and it's always a project to look at as a project to try to emulate because it really embodies everything about rap. A party record, a storytelling record. I feel Pun with me all the time when I want to attack something on any of my albums or while working with anybody. I remember his fearlessness. He never saw anything as impossible. He felt like he could just run through walls. I feel like this album made him believe that even more. I really wish that the world was able to get to see who he was, not just through his music, but through his family and friends and his people that loved him. I have so much to say about that. I'm going to be talking about Pun so much during these episodes. So stay tuned. But yeah, man, that's dope. In these Barcelona Times, Capital Punishment, Twinz, Dream Shatterer, the joint with Wyclef, the Caribbean Connection, the Heist, like it just goes on and on with that album. Okay, SZA SOS album dethrones Adele to become new Billboard queen. I don't know if I like this. I don't like that phrasing of Billboard queen. It's more like I think SZA is even just she's ginormous. Sometimes they want to make music bigger than you, and it's like no, man. When you're a writer and your pen is dope and it's elite, let my shit breathe. You know what I'm saying? So let SOS continue to breathe without having to like do this Adele thing. Not sure. I don't really subscribe to this kind of thing. I think I'm all for the battle rap and all for the smoke, always Coca-Cola. But I feel like she got so much to do and so much to accomplish that they throw these things out here like that to kind of make you really get off your throne by telling you you're on their throne. SZA, you're super dope, and we're proud of you. Keep writing and keep extending those verses the way you do. You really make people feel like we never know where you're gonna go, but you always get us there perfectly. And you're an amazing writer. Cheers to you and all of the writers. I know Adele is probably somewhere writing. I feel like she has to make a real like celebration album because on Adele albums you get some dense poetry. You really do. I mean, and I think this pod is a pod that can talk about an Adele drop because she's always going to bring you not only something straight from the heart, but also straight from experience. Like even when she was naming her albums, 19, 21, when she was doing that, she was showing you something about her. So I'm interested into seeing how happy she's been and what's going to, the layers of her bars as well. But SZA's cooking. Let her cook. Let her cook. You know what I'm saying? The kitchen smelling great. Soul food. We also got in Barcelona Times was an interview that I had with the boy Jay Nolan. It was a really good interview. It started off with a bit of a controversy, but I got a chance to clear it up, got a chance to go on this podcast. Pun gave me my name. Last time I spoke to him, he was like, yo, I'll be back. Oh, shit. That's your name from now on. I'll be back. I was like, all right, cool. And then he passed away the next day. I mean, I'll be back ever since.
Quick question to follow up on that. So how did you and Big Pun develop that relationship for him to, even give you that name?
Wow. You want to watch the rest of the interview. It gets real intense after that question. Now, go to Jay Nolan's podcast on YouTube. It's super dope. He has a lot of insight about the game as well. It's more of the news and the media of things, but he's also a dope MC. So I might have him on this show, just breaking down his old lyrics or maybe some new lyrics that he might have. So shout out to Jay Nolan. Oh man, the coffee is great. I feel great. I feel ginormous. I've just been really trying to put a lot into this podcast, and it's gonna be dope. What's next? If I was the only one in this world. I love when that happens, it's junk mail. That's the little promo for Junk Mail. Junk Mail right now is put this on Apple Music. I was searching it. Okay, 7 years ago. That's how junk this mail is. It's not junk at all. It's actually a flower, and I really appreciate it. That's about Mita Mita. And, Mita is a record that I did with my man Fab. Shout out to Fabulous. It's on Spotify, it's on Apple Music, and it's on all of the streaming platforms, but I know people I really don't care. I'm really not a let's do this, kind of guy as far as the streams are going. I'm really Huckleberry Finn when it comes to that. I go against the current, big tuna, salmon, I don't know, whatever goes up away from the stream. Because sometimes it just be too much. But I did put it out a couple years ago. So whoever that is, oh yeah, my man, giving you love. Thank you so much for that flower. I appreciate it. Yeah. Mita is out. That's in the junk mail 7 years ago. Wow. What else? Albe took some clips of Ye freestyling and tried to tell us it's a feature scam. No. Kinda. No, not at all. I think he's referencing Israel, with the boy, the goat, Yay. He came to my crib for my daughter's birthday party, and we was wilding. I guess you could call that a freestyle. Well, in every essence, it is a freestyle, and I think that's what I love about my relationship with him. I've had a long relationship with him, going way back to the 2 Words video shoot where I was a production assistant, and even on the graduation where we worked a lot together on music stuff, and then later with Donda. But we're talking about Israel, such a dope record. And what I was doing at the time was sort of like what you see now when you be hearing like clips. And I was just so excited about it. I think I jumped the gun a little too quick, but I will say, to stand on my own too, I told him I love how it sounds. And maybe that's one of my introductions into music, is like, not everybody's going to see it your way, So I hope to make everybody I work with happy, but I didn't that time. That that's my man's, and I think we have that relationship, like my brother, and so I've done that for a lot of people. There's a lot of people but there's no one like him. But there's a lot of people that they're like, "You're annoying, Albe. You're really annoying." Praise God, I was me the whole time. I like it. I like the way Israel started. Like we just freestyling, and then we going in. And this was in my studio, my session, But I apologize to all the Ye fans that want to always hear him their way. I have a way. I have a moment in time with him. Yeah, God bless him. That was in my junk mail a year ago. I did not see that. That hurt my feelings. Keep that in the junk. Nah, I'm playing. I don't care. And then shouts to my man Justin Rains and Davon working on those drums, and we did so much to that song. And there's still more to go. Like, even like when you think of the Donda release and how you guys got the chance to listen to the listening party, and then he still refined it. And I think he found just even a deeper skill at kind of like sampling himself, you know what I'm saying, and making it kind of sound dope. So yeah, I'm here for it. Israel too. I don't know. Maybe not that. Maybe something else. but God is good and the record is fire. Thank you for shouting me out. I'm all for how you not only craft these lines and these bars for our consumption in the car or, you know what I'm saying, or in the club, but also how you are on stage and what the bars mean to the crowd there. So this is one of my favorite segments. It's called Mike Moments. Thank you so much for being cool with this first episode. I'm just kind of getting used to things. This is That's a Bar, and this is Mike Moments right here. Blah.
Can I bring my homie out to spit something for y'all? Y'all like hip-hop here in Red Rocks? What's up, Meta? What's up, Meta, real quick? We gonna do something special. I need y'all to make some noise for Meta Sota.
Yo. What's up, y'all?
Hey.
Look, I am him. Never been more sure about it, frankly. You can lie to them. I've been painting pictures, wanna frame me? You should try again. To everyone I cut off trying to play me, here's a violin, smaller than the fucks I given. Living to inspire kid. Present, see the gift in my environment. Sifting through the violence till I'm vibing with my tribe again. Venom stuck inside my pin with shit I had to find within. Difficult is trying to fix the signal on a fire stick. Keep it tall, 6'3" and all. Nigga, I am him. Can never lose my stripes like a tiger skin. Skin marks, tiger spin, darkest cheeks, time was spent. Names ain't ringing any bells. Rep is light as dragon lit. Recognize that I am him. Niggas ain't gon' jeopardize what I done did. Step into this history and set aside the biases. Lack of views in desperate times can wreck your pride. Yo, I'll admit, praying will be kept alive. Death provides enlightenment. God body, 5%. I am it. Pennywise, I am rich. Can't deny my triumphs when the title fits. Tired of this. Disrespected by the kids that I don't even diss on record. Disconnect from Instagram a millisecond. I insist, legend, you think I'm a myth, shining on them, quiet for the ones that want my light to dim. Hyena in the lion's den, artists give their auction to the highest bid. Envy in the eyes of men, fuck whoever I
Let's
offend. Fly us into every room that I am in. Too cold, cryogenic, all around like hydrogen. Niggas got my pages rich and prior thin. Prior in my business, image pirated. Potting on a guy like Pontius Pilate. Give me my assist. Peddling posters driving just cause I exist. I can write a list, but I'm content, cause I rhyme like this. I was sick when the riots hit inside a crib in Texas, Texan activists in Minneapolis. I ride with a spirit though, mask like Mysterio, and I can flip Frankenstein and shit off the top like a flying kick. I am hip, first album after Coffee Brothers, North and I is split. Opening for Devin was heaven, but got the driving pitch. Had him suicidal, vital menace. It was kinda tense. Back home, we aiming to be king. Still admire Prince. Minnesota nice, but I'm the kindness is. Caseburg silent, damn. Maya didn't die for this. Her life's a bitch. Faster than a Mona Ryan bitch. Matter of fact, if there's a heaven, I know where Ryan is. Crying for your ladies, I'd be smiling as I'm dying to pics. MVPs from imaging your inner beast. Defying bliss, I can grin comfortably cause I am him. Come from me, I'm fighting if there's one of me and 9 of them. Luckily I'm covered, swear you suckers couldn't buy a friend. Bullseye like a bow hunter, not naming Biden's kids.
Let's go!
Eyes are big, think about that last bar. Hardest try to fight a bit. Defendant's got a glass jaw. Tyson in his prime, how the line just hit. Rooftop, juice like you, but on the vibrant tip. Classic as a bottle spinning, hiding from these viruses. Nightmare from my sinuses. Rappers get no pension, need a stipend to retire with. Tough talking rap gangsters, prime is a requirement. Clouds and addiction, get indicted for the whitest shit. I don't align with it, might repent, Mike's in, I'm crying that grip him. Yo, cause I am him. Yo, what's up? How y'all doing, man? What's up, Denver? Everybody good? Y'all look beautiful and high than a motherfucker, and I appreciate that.
Yo, I mean, if you wasn't there, I don't know. Like, it started off really dope, and I love the way MCs get the chance to go out there and touch the crowd, just go on the road and that work. You know, we call it that work, of course. Meta is just such a dope MC, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was our Mike Moments. This time, I want to talk about me. I think I'm talking about me a little bit because it's the first joint. So I feel like when people see interviews and they get the chance to come back to this first episode, they get to relive what me and what I'm going through. So I think I'm doing a project right now with Brina Beats, and it's called That Talk. And we're going to let you watch one of the videos on here. It's called Gorgeous. We have fun doing this. It's real creative. And then we're going to come back and talk a little bit more about hip hop. We got some more segments. Don't go nowhere. This is gorgeous. It's real here. I'm obsessed with knowing your thoughts and how you feel inside. And I'm curious to why you have an interrogated eye, because I've been there. Gorgeous! Ask my take on which side of your soul feels like real air. How catching your breath and you're smiling because you remember how you lost it. But somehow you feel me. I'm still there. Gorgeous! Shorty dreaming about me. 3 o'clock she called me. Answer, it's important. But we ain't having a good morning. Picked up and it started. I can feel you unconscious. This is sort of hypnotic, and I don't know if I can stop it. Hey, this the way you gotta stop it. Get your mind off the pounding. Harder than it sounded. And my baby girl well-rounded. When her ex lost her, I found it. She ain't never made love like this. Lips should always hug like this. Those thighs, ear muffin it. No temptation, roughing it. Calm, cool, and collecting it. Where you going if it's not with me? Close your eyes, baby, count to 3. Click your heels and you're home with me. Go there and be a hoe for me. Videos and exposure king. Praise Princess, the mirror did this, and she could just give me more to drink. Harlem Nights in all her pink. Type of shit, make a call a friend. Bitch, I think he broke me. You fucking with a brokey? No, bitch, there's just one of him, but it felt like an orgy. Even when I sit down, I hear good girl, and that's all me. Bitch, I'm talking about this nigga's voice be really voicing. Well, bitch, why did you call me? Tell him that you're squeezing and your pussy needs him to speak to it right before she go sleep. Gorgeous! Shorty days about me. Life a little less rowdy. Smiles over pouting. It turned her DMs crowded. They don't want a bitch happy. Message said, yo, you look happy. Cut jeans, blue panties. Always told the story. Curves on the alluring. Spoiler, she naughty. Fetish so a toe ring might be perfect for my shorty. Not a Sharpie on the road, she wrote my name. So the whole week, vibrate up on me. Climb, babe, then slowly ride it, you know me. Bounce it till your soul leave. Where you going if it's not with me? Close your eyes, baby, count to 3. Click your heels and you're home with me. Go there and be a hoe for me. Whoa. Okay. All right. I know I said the same thing. Amazing. You know what I'm saying? And this podcast ain't going to just be about all my records. The first episode is going to be a little bit about me. So I just wanted to kind of, let you see what we just kind of did, what we just kind of freaked. That was kind of like a world premiere. It's a dope little video that we was rocking with and just doing the animation. It was fun. And I love the lyrics. I love the fact that, her choices on the production. There's no drums on there. It's just mood and sound and chords. And I'm always into that. The lines in there that I feel is dope. There's a couple. When it comes to me and writing, right, I feel like every time my approach is always going to be different. You never hear the same I'll be. I've always attacked a beat just differently. And then just growing up from moving around, I could look at some of my projects and be like, oh, I remember where I lived when I did that project. This project is called That Talk. So it's mostly, just like what you hear in the title, That Talk. The first project I ever did that I put out back in 2009, where we had this song with Fab, the Meet I record, and we had a song with KRS-One and MC Light called 16, 17, 18. That was really dope. My man Hussein, we had Mos on there. We had just a dope project. I thought it was really cool to drop a project on 420 and then called High, which was my introduction. I thought that was just cool. And maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, we went back to the junk mail for a second. Well, this is not junk, okay? But this is a handsome male. There he is. His name is Albe Back, young boy. Still rocking the hoodie the same way. Wow. The Luigi Mario mustache. Eyebrows is still, you know what I'm saying, mean. I'm just still looking like, smack a DJ because he's not playing my records. Those are fun times, man. Shout out to Mick Boogie, who was able to facilitate hosting the project for me and put it out there. Shout outs to DigiWax and everybody that worked on that first project. It's a dope classic. I don't know. I might reboot it on the streams one day as the legend continues, but and then the second project I did was called Rafael del Ghetto, and that was like a real poetry project. It's a concept album again because I felt like I heard that episode of Fresh Prince where Rafael del Ghetto, where he was talking to a shorty and he was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I know a poet, you know what I'm saying? His name is Rafael del Ghetto. And everybody was like, oh yeah, I know him. And he was just lying to the shorty. And then it wound up being Jeffrey at the end. But we cut up the whole episode and then we kind of just made like these really dense lyrics with that album. You could go check that out. That was on Dad Piff as well back in those Dad Piff days. Shout outs to them and the MySpace days. This is before I had my daughter. And, my life kind of changed. And then moving forward, I was working at Beats by Dre as a creative director. And I was just like, yo, man, I got a dope little studio in the crib. Let me just really complete something. And shout out to Hassan Kafaf, was working with him. Shout out to my man, Justin Raines, who I partner with and work with him all the time on just mega, mega big things. That album is called The Album. And that album was pretty special to me too. That's like my third project. I really like this project because, I had Styles P on there. I had Malik Youssef. I had Lumi D on there. I had just records by myself. I had a joint called Straight. I actually had this dope video that we had shot for the record called Straight out in LA. Down by San Pedro, beautiful water. It was just really dope. And this is a dope album. There's mad bars in this, man. I could go on for days. I mean, the joint with Styles P is barred up. I'm talking about Barcelona. Got to check that. Thank you so much for you guys being here. Like it's really means a lot to me that we are connected in this way, that I have this platform, as you will, to be able to talk my brain, lyrics, and things that have been going on in my world. And you get to see some of my friends, you know what I'm saying? I got some dope friends to talk about hip hop and what it means to us, and just talk about culture in general and how we can find the bar that we got to continue to set for ourselves. That's what I feel about the projects that I've done. Also, Apple Z. There it is. Apple Z was a project that I'm really, really proud of. Not too many people got a chance to hear it. It's on some platforms. There's some records that aren't on there, of course, because of sample reasons. But if you go to my YouTube and you check out my YouTube, subscribe there, Albe Back, ALBEBACK. You can check out this show I did. It was like a live show, but it wasn't. So I called it Not So Live. It was really funny how I did that. But we actually have it where I'm doing 2 takes, 1 take. And then I kind of like edit those 2 1 takes. And then we had a streaming that was live, but it wasn't live show. So it was fun times. And when you could see in those lyrics my growth and my pen moving and getting stronger. And I got my daughter on there. I got a verse from Pun on there. A lot of people haven't heard before. The Trinity album is also an album after that. It connected Apple Z with Dying Near Charger, which the Israel record is on there. And the joint with Fabio, shout out to Fabio. He did a couple of records on that album. And then also an album called Bliss. So it's 3 albums in one. I wanted to drop a triple album. I always wanted to do that. And I was able to do that in 2023. Kind of took a year off, kind of chilled. Now we back. We got, a couple podcasts. We got a couple movies. We got some albums, concept albums. And so I needed this platform to be able to have something that I could talk to the world from my perspective, and you get to hear me and who I am. So this is that first episode. I also got some more dope treats. We got some freestyles that I want people to listen to. Also, please like, subscribe. I know it sounds corny and people are like, yo, my first podcast, I was cool. I didn't tell nobody to do nothing. I have no sponsors. You know what I'm saying? But nah, like and subscribe. I want you guys to be updated on what's happening. It's going to be some dope interviews. I don't want to go down the list. I want people to be surprised every time. Hopefully I'm able to do that. I will build some anticipation throughout the day, like on the socials, Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. For the most part, my life is pretty wild. And I've run into a lot of great people, and the interviews that I think you're going to be able to see here is not on, all the other podcasts. I think I'm going to be able to talk to a lot of ghostwriters as well, people that wrote for people. I think I'm going to be able to talk to a lot of actors and actresses who might not know is dope with the pen. Him and Tupac, rooftop to rooftop. You see how bars will just come out just randomly? You don't see that? Well, here's a little freestyle that I do have. This one right here is pretty cool. It's called Twinz. And sometimes, like I said, sometimes she gets real disrespectful with the video. I'll just be talking. Back around, you know what I mean? But I'm trying to hear it. I have to say I'm not surprised we ain't energized. 365 divided rightly into endless grind. I saw my daughter's eyes enough for me to press rewind. I feel immortalized while witnessing they get to shine. The pen be carving up the images that's left inside. Every tear has a tear, a progressive slide. If you have to mention elite, the center's eye, consciousness or righteousness, they weaponize. They got us tangled in a web of embedded lies. I specialize in the GOAT and what he really spoke. The Capricorn with the quotes to make the movie float. The cashmere coat, Virgils were the shoe he chose. The laces were out there, now what you knew of those? I feel my angels are staying, but of the Kubrick though. Cause he showed me how to shoot for the moon. And yo, don't talk about me less you trying to hit a spoon of dope. My house was the crack house and only you was broke. Yeah, I'm 6 watching views of coke through a nose. And I'm 9 watching bullets rip through some clothes. But no names get exposed, the X has a code. As the song goes, living it was worse, ho. Little pilot, but we're gonna have some guests. It's gonna get even greater. Yeah, this is Albe Back. Please subscribe and stay tuned, and then like, comment, tell me what you think. You could joke as much as you want on me. It's probably gonna end up in the junk mail, and then I'll see it on another episode, and then maybe I'll be able to joke back. So don't watch what you say. I'm from the Bronx. All right. Anyway, so here we go for hip hop. You already know. I'll be back. South Bronx. I hope you're proud. Big Pun. This episode was dedicated to you. You definitely have given me more than I've ever asked you for, and I could feel that you're gonna be pleasantly happy with this show, because it's all about the rah when it comes to lyrics and who's the nicest ever. And then you're going to also get some dope stuff, some dope content, and some dope information. So thank you again for the first episode. This is I'll Be Back. I'll be back right here on the That's a Bar. Peace.
We're a whole entity. Came through a sweater on my entity. I'ma keep sketching heaven off memory. I was there yesterday, it was heavenly. I'm okay with raising all of y'all apparently. Life ain't fair, so they claiming Pharisees. Over my career, exposure wasn't resi me.